I'm going to talk to you about the new Boruto x Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections game and what you guys missed in the newest and first launch trailer. Right here, okay? Here's a new map, alright? This is the daytime. And here is another new map. Now, these are old maps, but it means that old maps are coming back, making them new old maps, okay? We're going to see it again right here, right there. And again, right there, okay? Right there. This is actually one of my favorite maps in the game. And right here, okay? Let's go to Storm 2 real quick and go to their map selection, all right? So that's the basic first map, right? Obviously, these are in other games as well. Although this version of the Hidden Leaf Village is actually not in Storm 4, I believe. So if we got that map, I'd actually be really excited because this is the original OG map from Storm 2, like 12 years ago, right? Here it is. Hidden Leaf Forest Daytime. This is the map that we see in the new Naruto Connections game. Now, it's one of my favorite maps in the game, and it has two versions. It has the evening version as well. This specific map is my favorite map in the entire game, probably. One of them for sure, if not the #1 spot. Now, there's more to it, right? We could potentially be getting the Hidden Sand Gate map as well, which is a really great map that time kind of forgot. I think this would be a great addition to the new game, or introducing old maps, but we get them and we get to play with them, making them new again. Now, this one as well is a map that time forgot. The Akatsuki Hideout. I think that this is a favorite of many people's. People love this map. I personally like this map a lot more than this one. I don't really like the 5-seal barrier map too much, and I much prefer the Akatsuki Hideout. Okay, so it looks like that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new maps just from Storm 2 alone at the moment we might be getting back. And of course, we might not get them at all. So here we go. Forest of Quiet Movement Daytime. Okay, so I believe this is also a new map. We actually saw this in the trailer, and we saw the Forest of Quiet Movement Daytime in the trailer, and we saw the Hidden Leaf Forest Day. Now, I'm assuming and speculating that we're also going to get the evening map, as well as the Forest of Quiet Movement evening map, which is also one of the best ones in the game for me as well. I love this. I would love to have those two maps back, because as it stands, we have Forest of Quiet Movement Night, which is a great map. It's a good map, but I don't think it's the best version. I do love the moon aspect of it, and illumination from the moon is great, but I always much preferred the Forest of Quiet Movement evening for this one, and even the daytime. Now, this one is also probably one of my top 3 maps in the game, and it's Mount Miyuboku. So this gives us hope that we might actually get this map as well. 8 maps just from this game alone. Okay, so I think a lot of you would love Mount Miyuboku, and please, I'm hoping there's no breakable objects in there, because I think in Storm 3 they introduced these objects in the maps that were like the most ridiculous thing ever. Like, this is Storm 2, right? But in Generations, there was the Final Valley Daytime, and that was one of the best maps in my opinion. I know people like Final Valley Rain, but in terms of the aesthetics and gameplay, typically the brighter maps are better for the overall gaming experience when you're fighting fights, I find. So I'm really looking forward to that 8th or 9th other map from Generation. So here we have the Hidden Leaf Village after the Great Ninja War. So as you can see, that initial Storm 2 map isn't in here. It would be nice to have it. It's very nostalgic. Chunin exams, got it. All that stuff should be returning. This is one from Generations that we don't have in Storm 4 that it would be nice to have as well, which is the Training Field Evening. Okay? So that was also one of my favorite maps. There's definitely a theme here of the evening maps that I like a lot. But I miss them, you know? Like, I have that nostalgic feeling. I definitely think it would add to the game. See, we have Forest of Quiet Movement, but we don't have the daytime or the evening. Giant Mushroom Forest. This was a great addition, I believe. I don't remember which game it was, if it was Storm 4 Rev or Storm 3, but we definitely didn't have this in Generations, I don't think. So it would be nice to get a couple more of these new maps, right? A complete new design where it involves story mode stuff. I don't think we're going to get that, though, because all the story mode stuff it can be already done with the maps that they have. That's what we have to consider when it comes to maps, is if there's a new element, right? Like, even with Indra and Ashura, they just picked the Forest of Quiet Movement Daytime, which was an old map from Storm 2, right? They didn't reimagine some new map or something for it. What I really liked here, Alternate Dimension, I think this is one of the best maps in the game and in the series, and I believe that if we could get another 1 or 2 maps like that, that would be really cool. But like I said, I don't necessarily think we're going to get it. We're just going to get the old maps. This one is a classic. A lot of people like it. I'm not a fan of it, but I'm sure this will be in the game. Now, this is where it gets interesting. These bottom 3 maps are Road to Boruto maps. So, out of all of them, this is really the only map that makes me feel like it's a Boruto edition. The Chunin Exam 3rd Round Hall, Road to Boruto, doesn't make me feel any type of way. I don't really care about this map, and it doesn't really feel, it feels kind of just rushed together. And the Otherworld Divine Tree Road to Boruto, same thing. I don't really feel any type of way. Even though we have 3 Road to Boruto maps here, this one is the only one that really screams, you know, fun, cool, interesting, meaningful map addition. And, you know, even in the screenshot, you can see here with these little chibi characters and animal characters, right, and cool things. And even the use of screens here are more animated and lifelike, whereas in the Chunin Exam, it's just dead. I'm pretty sure there's a screen somewhere, but it's just kind of dead. What I'm guessing, you know, based on what we have here, is we're just going to get all the maps from all the past games, okay? That's what I pretty much 100% believe will happen. If they don't do that, that would be really odd and a missed opportunity. I also believe we might get a few new Road to Boruto maps. If we don't, it'll be kind of sad, but I could understand why they don't do it because they're probably putting their time elsewhere. But if we got these 3 maps here and we're getting a new game, I don't see why we can't get another like 3 to 7 new maps that are completely new and different. I think that would really spice things up for the game. I know it could be a little bit too much since there's already 43 maps, right? There's already about 40 maps, 43 maps. But at the same time, why not add 7 more, right? And get the 50. But if we're adding all the maps from the previous games and this, we're looking more at like 50 to 60 maps. Maybe about 60 maps. So that is a lot of maps, but hey, it's just something I thought that you guys may have missed. I saw one of you guys actually post this comment, and I got really excited because you saw what I saw as well. And it's, what's cool is that old stages are returning as well. I think this will be like the Smash Ultimate for Ninja Storm. Everyone returning plus new stuff. But the question is, will we get new stages back as well? What maps do you guys want most to see in the new Naruto Connections game? And what do you guys think? Do you even care about maps? Or do you want them to focus on other things? What do you want them to focus on if it's not maps? And if you do like maps, what maps do you want to see in the game?